These are the top 10 things that you need for a successful Airbnb. Number 1 is amenities. You need to have marketable amenities, things that your guests will want to book your property for, like a pool, not to mention pool, but heated pool. Does your pool have a pool heater? A spa, games, a fire pit, activities.
Right, and one really helpful tip to figure out what amenities are really needed and which ones aren't is go into your local marketplace on Airbnb and find the best performing Airbnbs. Figure out which amenities those homes offer and see which ones are trending. That'll give you a really good sign as to which amenities that you have to have in your rental.
Number 2 is toiletries. You need to have a fully stocked bathroom. So providing soaps, shampoo, body wash, conditioner,
Right.
Makeup removing wipes, things like that really elevate your property and contribute to a positive guest experience. We take it to the next level and we add things like the cooling eye patches, and we also have an emergency basket for guests when they forget things when they're packing. That will include a toothbrush, razors, sunscreen, hair ties, bobby pins, things like that.
Right, exactly.
The next one is kind of related, but black face cloths. So we're always tired of throwing away makeup stained white towels and washcloths. So we started doing black washcloths, and you can buy them super affordable on Amazon. You can get like a pack of 24, super affordable, and honestly, you will not even be throwing them away as often as you would your white ones.
Right.
Next on the list is a fully stocked kitchen. So you have to have a fully stocked kitchen. That includes all of your cooking utensils, cooking oils, spices, salt, pepper, coffee and tea. So if you have a coffee maker, you have to provide coffee. There's nothing worse than a guest showing up to the property after a long night of traveling and maybe they want like a cup of coffee to stay up. I don't know, but there's nothing worse than when they get there and there's no coffee.
Right, and not even just coffee, but having creamer and all the things that come along with that, because don't be cheap. Don't buy the powdered nasty shit. Nobody likes that. Add the individual packets, or stock the fridge with a thing of creamer, so they can easily make a good coffee when they get to the house.
It really goes a long way because a lot of people don't really just drink black coffee.
Right, exactly.
Next on the list is labeling. Labeling your property is
huge.
So important. It does so many things. One being it makes it easy for the guest. It's just convenience, right? 2, it helps take some of the stress and things off of the property itself. So labeling your cabinets, like what's in this cabinet, labeling what's in the drawers, labeling light switches, things like that a lot of people don't think about it, but it is so helpful. And we do this in all of our properties.
And not to mention the wear and tear from, someone just looking for a simple glass that they can't find. They're opening up every single cabinet, slamming it, opening every drawer. So just by labeling it, it makes things so much simpler. And not even that, but your light switches, no one likes to go through to switch every light switch to figure out which one it is. I mean, we've gotten so much feedback from labeling. It's so funny. It's such a simple thing, but one of those things that goes a long way.
For sure. Next on the list is having high-speed internet and entertainment, such as streaming services and cable.
You would think this one would be like a no-brainer in this day, but you'd be surprised.
I don't know how many times we've gone to a property and they have a TV, but you turn it on and it's just static because they don't have cable, they don't have streaming services because it's not a smart TV. It's just like, what's the point?
Right. And TVs are so cheap these days it doesn't make sense to not put them in your house. We just did one 2 weeks ago, and it was a smart TV. It was just a few years old.
One of the first ones ever.
Right, so it didn't offer a lot of the apps that the new ones have. So we, 50-inch TV we found for $180 on Amazon, and replace that. So there's no excuse these days. Switch out your TVs.
Yeah. And when you're hosting, larger groups, you have to opt for the highest speed of internet. You have to,
yeah.
because you have 10 plus people connecting to Wi-Fi. They're watching movies, they're listening to music, they're doing whatever, there's remote workers. So you have to, don't skimp on the Wi-Fi. There's nothing worse than getting a message from a guest saying that the Wi-Fi isn't working, it's not fast enough, went out. So super important. Next on the list is having high quality bedding. So not just your sheets, which is a given, but investing in a nice mattress is super important.
Yeah, it'll last a long time too.
Exactly. And it's one of the things that a lot of people like to leave reviews about. If the beds weren't comfortable, you're gonna hear about it.
Yeah.
We opt for 14-inch memory foam mattresses, and I can't tell you how many compliments that we've gotten. Lots of people wanted them for their own houses, and so they ask us where they got them,
right?
Which is great.
We even have one in our own house.
Yeah, we got one for ourselves. And also to go with that are pillows. You want to invest in nice pillows. We personally like to do a softer pillow, and then we have a more firm option so that guests can, kind of pick what they prefer. And then we always put 4 pillows on a bed, so 2 per person. And then if you have king beds, please make sure that your pillows are the king size ones for your king beds.
Right.
It just literally elevates the space and gives the guest more of a hotel, 5-star experience.
Right. Yeah, investing in good bedding and a good mattress will make such a difference. Because if someone's not getting a good night's sleep and they're staying at your house, they're not going to enjoy the rest of the house because they didn't sleep well. So make sure you invest and you're considerate of all the different sleep styles. So very, very critical.
So important. Next is furnishing and designing your home well. This is
one of my big ones.
The most important one, and one that we, I think, focus so much on when we design our properties.
And a lot that we have to go in and rescue from past hosts that didn't do that.
Yeah, it's probably the main focus of all of the rescues that we do for clients.
You can tell just in photos alone, which is how people decide which Airbnb to book, whether they spent the time and money on the right furnishings or they didn't. It truly does show. Yes, it does cost. It is an investment, but I promise you, you will see a good return on a well-furnished and designed house. And if you don't have that creative eye, don't stress about it. Just hire a professional, please, because gone are the days that you could just go to Home Goods and fill up 2 shopping carts and call it a day, because it's not where we're at anymore. You have to source every little piece and make sure that it's durable, it looks good, and it's a right fit for the house. So make sure that there's a lot of thought and intent behind every piece that you're getting for the house, or just make it simple and hire it out.
For sure. And when you're hiring somebody, don't just hire an interior designer.
Oh, yeah.
You have to hire somebody that is well-versed in specifically vacation rentals.
Yep.
Because if you hire an interior designer, most of the time they'll probably make it look, like a hotel, or like someone lives there.
Or a staged house.
Like a staged home. Yeah. And that's not what people want when they're on vacation.
People want an experience.
Yeah.
So don't decorate it like a hotel, please, and don't make it look like your house. People are staying in an Airbnb for a special experience, not something that looks like their home.
For sure. And also to go into that, being intentional with how you furnish your property. This is something that we see all the time that drives us crazy. But seating, when you are designing your property and you host 10 people and they get there and your dining room table seats 4, that doesn't make any sense at all. So areas where people gather, like the kitchen, the living room, the backyard, you need to provide enough seating for everybody that you're
Right.
hosting.
Exactly.
It's super important.
And not only that, but especially like in the backyard where, at least here in Arizona, that's where most of the time is spent. Make sure there's several different areas to hang out and sit. You know, we always try to provide at minimum 3 different spaces, you know, because people tend to break out and, you know, sit in different areas. You know, so we'll have the fire pit area, we'll have the dining area outside, we'll have the lounge seating area, and then another area over on the side. So just provide different areas to hang out in other than just the one main sitting area.
Next on the list is local recommendations.
Oh,
So,
big.
yeah, you are in the hospitality business, so you need to be not only providing a place for people to sleep, but also giving them like a full experience of the city that they're visiting.
Right.
You know, a lot of people from out of town, they're tourists, they don't know. I mean, they want to know the top places to eat, the things to do, shopping, places to see. So you gotta at least like come up with a list. It's super easy. Go on ChatGPT and type in top things to do in Scottsdale. That's where we're from. So it really can't get any
Yeah,
easier.
there's no excuses. It takes 5 minutes to plug it in, copy and paste, put it in a document, and put it on, print it out, put it in the house, and then also send a digital copy after they book with you. It'll show that you care, you went the extra mile, and it really helps the guests out.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, they ask for recommendations. So just be prepared.
Yeah, exactly.
And then next and last but not least is customer service.
Oh yeah.
This is something that I think a lot of people miss out on because they're so focused on just their home and, you know, the people show up and that's it.
Right.
No, you are there through the entire step of the way,
Right.
even past checkout. So
Right.
you need to give them a positive experience. You need to respond quickly. If they say anything, you know, send you a message. You need to always be willing to help. And also just be friendly and kind. It really just goes a long way.
Right.
And, you know, if a guest has a negative experience or interaction with you or as the host, you and everyone else are going to hear about it in the reviews.
Yeah.
And potential guests are going to see that, and there's no way that they're going to book with you.
Right. And it may be time consuming up front, but it's all about efficiency. Automate. So you can set scheduled messages to go out after a certain amount of days or hours. So that's automatically working for you. And if you get the same question asked more than once, go ahead and create a quick reply. This will help make the process a lot more efficient and save you a lot of time in the back end.
For sure. And I mean, you can't always be available to respond quickly, but
Right.
you know, if you have that quick reply, all you do is literally press 2 buttons, and it's that simple.
Right.
So
No excuses.
no. But yeah, if you guys want to subscribe to our email list, we will send you a full template of all of our scheduled messages and our quick replies.
Yep. And a little bonus gift, if you comment below inventory, I will send you our personal inventory list that we include for all of our homes. And for more content like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and stay tuned. We're going to be dropping a lot more videos and a lot more info regarding short-term rentals, hosting, and Airbnb. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Nice.
That was really good.
Yeah, it was.